And the Commission of Inquiry into the helicopter crash that killed the then Minister for Internal Security, Professor George Saitoti, and his assistant, Orwa Ojode, today presented its findings to President Mwai Kibaki.
Now, according to the report, the pilots of the ill-fated police helicopter that crashed in June last year lacked competence in flying in bad weather, and the probable cause of the accident was loss of aircraft control in poor visibility.
The Commission has also ordered further investigations on the chopper's manufacturer's Eurocopter over the use of a prototype vehicle engine monitoring display without informing the Kenya Police Air Wing. However,
as Patrick Amimo reports, the Commission failed to determine the cause of death.
The police helicopter crashed last year June in Kibiku, Ngong Forest, killing Internal Security Minister Professor George Saitoti, his deputy Orwa Ojode, pilots Nanzi Gitwanja and Luke Oyugi, bodyguards Joshua Tonkei and Thomas Murimi. Following the accident, a commission of inquiry was appointed, and today it presented the final report and recommendations to the President. The Commission says the probable cause of accident was loss of aircraft control in poor visibility because pilots were not competent enough to fly in bad weather, a factor attributed to serious shortcomings in the fields of training, safety management, and continuing airworthiness at the Kenya Police Air Wing.
In this particular flight, the combination of threats that this crew face, and especially the weather that has been mentioned, raises a number of issues. One, there is a certain qualification that you're required to have, and we can say that the crew do not have the qualifications for flying in the kind of weather that was obtaining on the day.
The Commission says the purchase of aircraft from Eurocopter, the manufacturers of the ill-fated chopper, was made before the tendering process was completed. A glaring irregularity was also committed by Eurocopter on 4th December 2011 in installing a prototype vehicle engine monitoring display, a device that allows the pilot to see at a glance the main parameters of the aircraft operations. The Commission says the Kenya Civil Aviation Authority should take up the matter of prototype display and send a protest note to European Aviation Safety Authority on the basis that Eurocopter knowingly allowed for the use of a prototype VEMD part on a certificate and operational aircraft.
Any malfunctions was to be shown on that VEMD, but instead of the real one, the prototype VEMD was installed on 4th December 2011 before the aircraft came to us, and after our authorities has already given the pre-inspection.
However, the Commission says it could not determine whether the cause of death was due to carbon monoxide, traumatic injuries, fire injuries, or a combination of any of these. Consequently, it wants a National Forensic Teaching and Research Facility established as a matter of urgency. During the inquiry, an engineer who had been tasked with overseeing maintenance of the aircraft, Aristide Lumumu, said he could not have allowed the helicopter to fly on June 8th onwards after a red light emerged indicating a failure of the EDR. But he says he received an email from Eurocopter that it could fly for 200 hours. Though the Commission could not establish whether death was caused by carbon monoxide, fire injuries or traumatic injuries, it was clear that the crash was caused by incompetent pilots who could not fly into such kind of weather, calling into serious question the type of training offered by the Kenya Police Air Wing unit. Reporting for KTN, I'm Patrick Amimo.